everyone. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Well, they had another earthquake there, but this one was off the coast of Japan, by Hokkaido. Let me bring it out so you can see this fault zone. It was caused by the subduction of the Kuril Plate. And I've talked about this area before, where the ring of fire is subducting. Let me show you this here. This is a complex area with the Hidaka compression zone. Yeah, you can see we got the Japan Trench over here, and this Hidaka collision zone. No tsunami warning has been issued or reported. Thank God for that. You know, they've been having a lot of earthquakes along Japan recently. I reported late yesterday that Japan had a magnitude 5.8. Dozens of people were evidently injured from that earthquake, which was down over here. Yeah, that was on land and was felt as far as Tokyo. Water lines in the streets broke. Yeah, damage. But this latest earthquake, the magnitude 6.0, occurred at 22:45 p.m. Japan time, and it was given probably a lower intensity level of maybe 4 or 5. These are the areas that reportedly felt the earthquake. At 1928, before that earthquake, there was a magnitude 2.6. Here's a map of that location. And then before that, there was another magnitude 2.2. I'll bring that out so you can see that. And then before that was a magnitude 2.3. Yeah, there's a lot of earthquakes on the western side lately of Japan. And then before that, a 1.7, a 2.1, a 3.1, and then there's, I guess they upgraded it to a 5.9 that occurred at 2 a.m. Japan time. Now, there in Japan for the 6.0, they said it was about 24 miles in depth or about 40 kilometers, whereas USGS said it was 42.9 kilometers, which would be a little bit deeper, not much. It was a event of a subduction. You can see a little bit of thrust here. It traveled, it moved southwest to the northeast. This is where the Pacific Plate is subducting under the Okhotsk Plate. So using Google Earth, we'll go back to that location. I do have that plate drawn out for you. Okay, so let's bring it out. Right there, you can see the Okhotsk Plate. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but there's the correct spelling. There's a lot of earthquakes that have occurred in this junction. Looks like the largest would have been a magnitude 6.2. And that would have been June of 2023, June 11th. And then, further inland here, we got a 6.1. That was April of this year. On the western side of this location, that's where they've been seeing a lot of oarfish, which they often say is foretelling of doom, a large earthquake, stuff like that. Only one report was sent into EMSE, which is about 149 miles southwest, or 240 kilometers. Said it was a small shake for about, 10 seconds. There is only about a 6% chance of a larger earthquake coming within, the next week or month, a magnitude 7.0 there. Hopefully people are being prepared, especially after the 5.8, which happened on land, and there was so many injuries. It was mostly from falling objects that people were injured from. So that's the latest that I have for you. Sending prayers to the people of Japan. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. and I will talk to you later. God bless you.